What's up, Gemini? Welcome to Aquarius season. Welcome to your February read. Welcome to Black History Month. Welcome to, Valentine's Day month and Mercury retrograde. There's a lot going on this month. I'm really happy to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for coming. If you're new, what's up? My name is Danny. If you're returning, hello. Thank you for coming back. Okay, we're in fellow air energy. I don't know about you guys, but I actually really like Aquarius season. I like it. It's a vibe. You know, Collectively, it's very much about coming together in community and our friendships and our social causes. So, as a Libra, I love an Aquarius energy, okay? For you guys, what's really interesting this month, first of all, I want to start off by saying when I was shuffling your cards and meditating on your energy, I always listen to music, right? And right when I started on your cards, Solange, Things I Remembered came on from her latest album. Very important for you guys, and it was so interesting the way that it came, the feeling that I felt when it came on. If you've never heard it, it's just basically her repeating, I saw things I imagined. Did I say remembered? Look, Mercury retrograde, I might flub on my words too, that's another thing, but it's just her repeatedly saying, I saw things I imagined, things I imagined. I saw things I imagined. And really, it's talking about manifestation, right? It's about seeing the thing, feeling the thing before we execute and see it tangibly show up in our life, right? Now, this month for you guys has a lot to do with your spirituality. It has a lot to do with your higher education, has a lot to do with the way that you think on that level. Even some ideas of travel, even some things of thinking outside the box, right? Aquarius energy really is about thinking outside the box. They are the rebels of the zodiac. And for you guys, this is touching your ninth house energy, which is connected to Sagittarius. And they also have their own way of thinking things out and thinking things through, right? Along with that, we are going to be having a full moon. So we're going to have a new moon on the 11th of this month, right? That's going to be in the sign of Aquarius. Again, really, really good in terms of thinking outside the box, new perspectives, community, getting closer to your friend circle, that sort of thing. That's really kind of the collective focus for that. When we talk about that full moon that's going to be happening later on in the month, I believe on the 27th, that's going to be in Virgo. At that time, we will actually be in Pisces energy. So it will be an emotional full moon, right? That's 12th house energy. That's really full and deep and about God and like your beliefs and spirituality as well, right? And how that kind of ties into your daily life, your work habits, your health, all of that, right? Virgo, 6th house energy. So that's one thing. So for you guys, that is actually hitting your 4th house, which is all about family. It's all about like your emotional stability. It's all about your foundations, about your mother or your mothering skill type thing, right? Now, the bottom of the deck card that I have for you guys is 10 of Cups, right? This is all about happiness. This is about feeling completely fulfilled. This is about family. This is about coming together. And then right underneath that, we've got the Magician, right? Going back to the song, I saw things I imagined. You guys, if you don't get anything else from this message, even if the rest of the messages don't resonate with you, what is blaring in this read for you guys is everything that you are experiencing up until this moment is because of the things that you've thought of and manifested yesterday, 6 weeks ago, a year ago, 12 years ago, whatever, right? Everything that we're experiencing right now in this present moment is the culmination of the things that we've kind of put, if you're Abraham Hicks, you'd say, into your vortex up until this moment, right? So embrace that and understand that you really have more power in situations than you think. And I really want you to feel that, especially this month, because I'm gonna be honest with you, looking at these cards, there's a little bit of struggle here. Number one, I don't think, Gemini, I don't think you guys always give yourself the credit that you fully deserve. the brilliance that you are, the friend that you are, the fun that you are, like, I love Gemini energy, right? I don't think you guys give yourself credit, right? All the time. And that's really, really important. It's important because for a lot of people that is a motivator, right? And so sometimes we look at a situation or whatever and we think we're not doing enough, but you guys are. So I want you to be really, really mindful of that. You actually have an oracle card that kind of speaks to that, but we'll get to that at the end. Another thing for you guys this month, please don't be taking on more than you can handle, right? You jump out the gate with 10 of Wands. I do want to say I just did Aquarius reading. They also had a 10 of Wands somewhere in their spread. They also had you guys showing up in their read. So if you are connected to an Aquarius, or if you have Aquarius placements, it might be a good idea to check out that read as well. Okay, just saying that. But 10 of Wands is really about needing to put some things down, right? Whether they're people, whether they're tasks, whether they're situations, whatever it is. This is about you're carrying too much, you're doing too much. Girl, sit down. What are you doing? You can't carry 10 Wands. Like, your back is going to break. This also has a lot to do with health, right? So some of you guys might not be feeling like you have a lot of energy this month, but it's still really important that you are getting up and getting some type of movement, if nothing else from an emotional standpoint, right? It's like Tony Robbins always says, the quickest way to change emotion is through motion. So that's going to be really big for you guys. Now, a lot of this 10 of Wands energy, again, I'm going to say, has a lot to do with you and what you've allowed in the past. Not to say you guys are some type of pushover or something. You're absolutely not. You're the furthest thing from it, unless you guys deeply, truly care about something or someone. Then you can kind of sometimes be, right? Because let's face it, Gemini is always looking for their twin, right? So if you guys hold someone on this pedestal as being important in your life, an important player, you guys can fold sometimes, just like the rest of us, right? And there's a lot this month that you guys are thinking about, especially towards the end of the month, about family, about what you want, even in terms of like what you think of, in terms of that. Like, what does that look like to you? What does that mean to you? How does that resonate for you? So there's a lot with this. I will say, you guys have 10 of, oopsie. Sorry, y'all. You guys have 10 of Wands. You have 2 of Pentacles, and you have the Hanged Man, or the Hanged One in this spread, actually, in this card, in this deck. It's called the Hanged One. Sorry, I dropped half my deck of my clarifier cards. I just want to make sure that I got them all. Yes, ma'am. Okay, the Hanged One. The Hanged One is actually your only major arcana in this whole spread. So this is really about you needing to surrender to something. If there's something that you guys want, Gemini, you kind of have to let something go. You kind of have to let something go. There's going to have to kind of be a trade-off. Because the thing is, you guys are holding on to too many things where you're not freeing up enough space in order for new blessings to come to you. You need to block out distractions. You need to get very clear. And you need to surrender to the moment and look at this. Use this time to look at things from a different perspective. While we are in Mercury retrograde, and while we are, for you guys, in your 9th house energy, this is actually a huge blessing. Don't be so worried about acting on so much. Be more worried about reviewing and making sure that you are on the path that you want, and you are, in the place that you want to be in. For some of you guys, this has to do with a relationship. Some of you guys, this is you guys maybe needing to take a break from something or someone at this time. You've got the 4 of Swords here. 4 of Swords is literally about taking a mental break, an emotional break, a physical break after a heartbreak, right? This is about mending yourself. This is about getting, looking to spirit and really kind of mending yourself, mind, body, and soul, right? After you've taken on too much. Some of you guys, this definitely has to do with the relationship. This is about kind of mending yourself and using this month as a time to get yourself back on track, because there was a lot of going back and forth on something, right? Here's Taurus energy here. We've got Earth energy as well, right? Just Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But Taurus energy, that Hierophant energy, has a lot to do with tradition, right? Has a lot to do with institutions, government. This could be kind of pointing to some type of rigidity. Maybe you guys were involved with something or someone that just, it felt too stuffy, right? Didn't give you the space to breathe. And maybe this is the time that you guys are looking to something different. right? The Hierophant has a lot to do about order too, right? It's about the traditional things. It's about the order. It's about weighing out the options. Some of you guys, you guys have been trying to weigh out the option if you want to continue to deal with someone, if you want to continue to entertain a certain relationship, right? She's literally juggling the pentacles. Pentacles are the things that we value, right? And so eventually she's going to drop one of them. Like, you can't juggle forever. So really using this time to meditate, get clear on what you want, drop the things that aren't working for you, that's going to be important for your next level. If things aren't coming to you right now, Gemini, it's literally because of you. It's literally because you're holding on to other things that don't allow the space for it. So it's really important this month, I think, while we're in the retrograde and while things are a little bit slowed down, to get very clear on what it is that you want going forward, what it is that you value. Is this a relationship that you value? Is this a job that you value? You know, all of that. And even looking at how you value yourself, right? Because everything else in front of us is just a direct reflection of how we feel on the inside. So there's that. Now you do have the Hanged One with the Judgment card, which this comes down to a decision. Judgment card is about a decision. It is, it's connected to that Scorpio energy, right? I think of Libra and Scorpio with this, because the Judgment card, it's kind of about that decision, but also about, it does talk about rebirths, second chances. So maybe some of you guys are up in the air about this, especially in terms of a relationship, if things have gone sour recently. For those of you guys who are, this feels like this is something that's very much connected to family. Maybe this was like somebody you were married to. Maybe you have kids with. But there's this importance of this month to take a step back, even if you are involved with someone, to see if this is where you really need to be, if this is really where you really want to be, if this is something that really works for you, if this is where you really thrive, if this is where you really feel your best. And you are the one, Gemini, that gets to make that decision. Remember, I saw things I imagined. So it's like you guys really have the power in order to manifest whatever it is that you want over the situation. But I do think it's important that you put some things down so you can see. Right? There's this cyclical thing that you guys have been going through, this back and forth. We got the figure 8 with the 2 of Pentacles. So this could be just a pattern that you guys typically fall into. But I feel like this is a month where you're going to be breaking some cycles that just aren't needed. Now, in your environment, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. So again, you guys could be dealing with earth sign energy. Does not have to be. But this is about someone who feels guilty. This is about feeling left out in the cold. So there could be someone around you who, like, after things have gone sour, like they miss you, they feel left out. This could also point to someone who may be sick in your circle. So just check up on your people, check up on your friends, especially maybe your mother. You got the Moon card, which is connected to Pisces, but also connected to Cancer for me because they're ruled by the moon. Cancer is mother. It's that 4th house energy again. I think for a lot of you guys, you don't know the way something is going, and it's starting to irritate you, right? It's human nature that we kind of want to know details of certain things, but everything is happening for a reason, and I think there's a lot that's happening underneath the surface that you are not privy to, and you really don't need to be. All you need to be focusing on right now is exactly what it is that you want. The Magician focuses on what they want. They don't focus on the possibility of something not working out, because that messes up the whole flow of manifestation, right? So in terms of a relationship, a living situation, your emotional stability, whatever this is, right now, this month, the best thing that you can do for yourself in order to move forward and find success and abundance in any way, doesn't matter what it is that your goal is this month, you need to just focus on you, what it is that you want. It doesn't matter whether you think it's practical for you to get it. It doesn't matter whether you think, it doesn't matter. You need to just focus on what it is that you want and know that you deserve it and give it to God and let it go. For some of you guys, this has to do with a relationship. We've got 2 of Cups here in the hopes and fears type situation. So there is this connection maybe some of you guys are hoping for. For some of you guys, this might be you hoping for a reconnection. right? And even if we're not talking about romance, this is about even just feeling connected to the daily work that you do, right? That's one thing that I think Aquarius season kind of, I don't know, brings out of all of us. It's like my purpose. What's my purpose? What do I feel connected to? How do I want to show up in my community? How do I want to show up in the world? Like, what's important to me, right? Yay, Six of Wands. So there's a victory here. If you are single and Ritz to mingle, you know, this could be a good month for you guys meeting someone. Someone who brings a little bit of balance into your life. Yeah, after heartbreak. Three of Swords. Yes, we love to see it. Right after that, the Fool, which is Aquarius energy for me, right? Because this is a card of, it's really connected to Uranus. So I think of Aries, I think of Aquarius, but especially Aquarius because of that connection to Uranus. You guys are on a whole new journey. It's really time to let this thing of the past that didn't work out go. That's what I will say. I think that you guys have been doing a lot of vacillating because you do want certain things. You have dreamt up in your mind this person, this situation, this, you know, circumstance, whatever. But I think that this is important to look at things from a different perspective. And I think for a lot of you guys, that kind of involves making a new decision. Or you can stick with where you're at and you'll end up here, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords energy is rough just because it's rough, but it's not. It's rough because you're in your head, you're stuck, you kind of got that analysis paralysis. But what I do enjoy about Eight of Swords is Eight of Swords is the energy that you placed yourself in. So really you have the power to take yourself out of it. This has nothing to do with anybody else, right? This is you being stuck in your own shit. But you can work your way out of it, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about doing good work, right? This is about, and for a lot of cases for me, it shows up as kind of having tunnel vision and being focused on you. What it is that you want. Seriously, things I imagined is everything you need to know. Everything that's happening, everything that has happened going forward, it's all things that we've worked up, we've cooked up, we've manifested either on accident or not. But you have the power to manifest something different. You have an opportunity for someone new coming in, for a lot of you singles. Victory card, right? This is about being seen. This is about popularity. This is about, you know, sitting up pretty, honey, in a good place. Some of you guys might be connecting to water. Some of you guys might be connecting to fire. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sag, Leo. It's really, really beautiful. But the thing is, a lot of you, if this is resonating, you need to work yourself out of this Eight of Swords energy. So really, rather than sitting here stewing on thoughts and just going back and forth in your head, the best thing that you could do is just kind of work it out, especially physically, especially with this Eight of Pentacles and this Ten of Wands. I think this is a really good month to get on a daily routine in terms of fitness or just being physical, moving your body. If you've been feeling stuck, even just shifting and getting that energy moving, that's going to do a lot for you. That alone will do a lot for you. That alone will kind of solve some of the issue of feeling stuck, not being able to see, not being able to come to solutions, right? I think that has a lot to do with it. And then look at bottom of the deck again, Magician still showing up here. You guys have the power. You guys have the power, and everything that's happened up until this point, it's literally because you've kind of willed it that way, but you can will it a different way if it's not working out for you. Absolutely. Now, you guys got feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. Again, going back to Geminis, a lot of you don't give yourself the credit that you absolutely deserve. A lot of you guys don't give yourself the flowers that you deserve. And this is a time to really be proud of yourself, no matter what's going on, no matter what you feel like hasn't worked out. You do have a lot to celebrate. And so give yourself that, right? You also have take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. I love this. So especially for you guys who, you know, the singles who maybe have a chance, or maybe you're connecting with a water sign, a fire sign, or just a connection that's proving to be quite fiery or passionate, really loving. Take a chance on love, right? Not overthinking things. Trusting your gut and trusting your discernment, but letting that be that. Like, we don't have to stew over things, right? This is also beautiful because in this image, you've got these two people, this couple on this boat, right? And they are on some pretty rocky waters, but they're headed to, like, look, you see like an angel or some type of spirit in the clouds, right? So you guys are being divinely guided. You guys are being, watched after. If there's a situation in love that did not work out in the past, it was because it wasn't supposed to, and you're being led to something else. So just know that you're not being left out there to dry. You've got spirit working for you, okay? You also have my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe, right? Going back to you hold more power in a situation than you think. Everything that's happening to you, your happiness, it has everything to do with you, right? And how much faith you have, how much, good energy you've put out, all of that. It's really beautiful. And you also have block out distractions. It says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So blocking out distractions, maybe spending a little less time on your socials, going back to you have everything that you need. You don't really need to look outside for any answers. So being with yourself this month, really kind of using this Mercury retrograde energy to figure out the next step and get clear on how you feel and what you want, that's going to be the key. But there's new love for a lot of you, right? Definitely, this is a time that you need to be celebrating yourself. And for many of you, you need to be letting something go. If 10 of Cups is what you want, if this happiness is what you want, if you want to be able to manifest these, then you have to start being very particular about what it is and who it is you're letting in your life. Okay? I hope that this resonates. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please thumbs up. Please, share, subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. If you would like a live reading, you can actually schedule that yourself. So just go over to my About tab. You can look at the menu of services. There's a link for the live. Other than that, there's the menu of services and pricing for the others, and just email me, okay? I love you, Gemini. I'll talk to you later. Bye.